Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on Bitcoin. Bitcoin continues to be in an overall range here, but we have seen some significant volatility in the last 24 hours. So for now, the market is doing what we outlined in the last update, right? This bounce into resistance is currently playing out. By the way, if you're interested in a bigger picture, check out the last video. Here now, I just want to share with you the smaller time frame wave count and structure. But bottom line is, we were looking in the previous video. We were looking at an A wave to the downside, and potentially a B wave rally. Now that's played out so far. Okay, we're now in a standard resistance area for a B wave. So I'm watching for a bearish reversal here, as long as we don't have a 5-wave move up. It's quite simple. So main takeaway is we saw that decline, okay, it broke below previous lows here, okay, but we were still watching for a corrective, at least a corrective bounce. Like, nothing is going down in a straight line. The market needs to breathe in, breathe out, and so on. So the idea was that at least this B wave bounce should play out, which kind of has played out. So now we need to look at, okay, do we see any reaction to resistance? No, well, I don't. So instead, it's accelerating into resistance, which kind of can suggest that we're actually working here on maybe something more bullish, but that's not very clear at this point. So we are in resistance in 3 waves, so nothing's changed. It's just that we don't have a signal of a top yet. But I've added already earlier today to this chart how a 5-wave move up would look like, and this 5-wave move is needed to shift the immediate perspective to bullishness. So I mean, already earlier today, right, we kind of had a short-term bullish view at least, but that's not really bullish. It's just a corrective bounce was kind of planned for. And this kind of has played out, but to really talk about a direct upside breakout, I need to see all 5 waves. So how would that integrate into the bigger picture? Well, we could say that this 4th wave didn't bottom yesterday with this triangle, okay? So 3rd wave topped here. Current idea in the white count is the 3rd wave topped on the 12th of May. This was a triangle in a 4th wave. We rallied in a 5th wave. Bit of a weird move, but possible. So top could be in, right? And the larger pullback is unfolding. And then this was the A wave, B wave, and, we would continue the decline. However, it's of course possible this wave 4 took a more complex path. A wave, B wave, overshooting B wave, C wave down, and now we are recovering. And then the market could have bottomed here in this 4th wave, and this here would be the wave 1 of an even larger 5-wave move or something, right? But for now, I'm just showing here what a 5-wave move would look like. All it does, it gives us a micro support area to watch, which is between 103,632 and 104,392. So this would be the support zone that needs to hold for the market to form a initial 5-wave move up from the low. So with that 5-wave move up that is potentially in development, if we get that, that's a signal that the rally is most likely not white wave B. But there's no evidence this is forming, so it depends on how the market reacts to micro support. For now, I'm calling that an alternative. But I can tell you, if I see now maybe, I don't know, half a day or so, it doesn't need to be a massive one, but form a healthy wave 4 in a corrective pullback, one more high, then yeah, this would look more like 5 waves up. And the internal rally here is already long enough to be considered a viable 3rd wave. So it's literally just about, can the market hold a higher low in wave 4? This just gives you micro support for upside trend continuation, which is not necessarily expected to hold, okay? But if it does, even better, then we can watch for more direct pathways higher. And it would just mean the A wave extends. But the problem then is, this is already quite substantial. I mean, how would that work, right? Is this going to be wave 1 of 5 then? Then this might be a path to, I don't know, 120K more directly. So just be aware of that, okay? We're at the key spot. And the volatility we've seen kind of confirms that we are really, at the key spot here in the short term. The sellers are still there, holding above 105K, I would say, and the buyers don't really want to give up yet. So it's clearly a battleground here where the bulls and the bears are fighting. But the levels are clear. Told you what I need to see to flip bullish short term. or let's say that we get a direct breakout, yeah, because in the white wave B, this should be a corrective rally. I'll keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.